Hey book friends, welcome or welcome back to my channel. Thanks for tuning in to Let's Talk Books with Shannon. I am Shannon. Today we're going to pick my November TBR, and I have created 7 different wheels that have different prompts on them to help us choose our books. So let's jump right in. The first wheel is going to have some backlist authors on it, books that I have on my TBR, and authors that I've enjoyed that I want to read some of their backlist books. So let's spin that wheel. See what we got first. Catherine Center. Okay, I have 4 Catherine Center books. I have Happiness for Beginners. I have How to Walk Away. I have Things You Save in a Fire. And I have What You Wish For. All, I think, have gotten pretty good reviews. I think I'm just going to go with the orange because it reminds me of fall. So I'm going to go with Happiness for Beginners. And this one follows Helen, who is recently divorced at 32, and her life has fallen apart. Her younger brother, Duncan, convinces her to sign up for a hardcore wilderness survival course. He thinks it'll be good for her. It's in the backwoods of Wyoming. And of course, things like blizzards and blisters and things like that are happening. And worst of all, she finds that her brother's best friend, who is very annoying, Jake, shows up for the same course. So we'll see what happens with them. That one looks fun. Okay, the next wheel is going to be colors. So I put 2 colors on each strip just in case I didn't have a book with one of the colors that, on the cover. So we'll see. Black or green. Okay, I know exactly what I want to pick. I did a recent video with books I wanted to finish before the end of the year, and I have that stack right here. And I have not read Powerless yet. So it has black cover, and I know I'm late to the party on this one. Everyone's been talking about it, and I'm excited to finally read it. This is the first year I've read any fantasy at all. So I've read so far the Once Upon a Broken Heart series, and I've read the first 2 in the ACOTAR series. Okay. So I'm just getting started with fantasy. So I am going to try this one, and this one follows Payton and Kai. Payton says, I've never been looked at like it's a privilege to be in my presence, an honor to hold my grace, a gift to get a glimpse of me, not until I met him. So anyway, finally I'm going to get to that. So that'll be fun. All right, next wheel. What small word is in the title? So I have on the wheel like in, my, on, at, and we'll see what it lands on. On, okay. Okay, so I have 2 books that have the word on in the title. I have Picking Daisies on Sundays, and I have Out on a Limb. So both of those, I think, have had pretty good reviews. This is the more popular of them. So I think I'm going to go ahead and go with this one. This is Out on a Limb by Shannon, bonam-young. This one follows Wynn, who is very independent despite her limb difference. And she's always trying to prove that she can do everything on her own. She hooks up at a costume party with the incredibly charming Beau and finds herself pregnant. So it's an unexpected pregnancy trope, but I've heard it's done really well. And Beau is elated to step up to the plate, but Wynn is not sure that she can handle this new challenge. So that one will go into the November pile. Let's go on to continue a series. On each leg of the wheel, I have a series that I'm in the middle of. And so we will see which series I'm going to continue this month. The Addicted series. Okay, I'm on the 5th book in the Addicted series, Thrive. This is by Krista and Becca Ritchie. So if you are familiar with this, you know that this follows the Calloway sisters and Lillian Lowe and their addiction issues, and this is the 5th book, so I'm excited to get into it. Okay, what scene is on the cover? And on each strip I have like a beach, mountains, a city, a lake, the country. So we'll see what we get with that wheel. Mountains. Okay, I only found one, but hey, one will work. Wild Eyes by Elsie Silver has mountains on the cover. Yay! I just finished Wild Love in October, so I am eager to read West's story. And if you are familiar with this series, all the books in the series follow a single dad trope. So this one follows West. I think he has 2 kids, but maybe it's 3. But anyway, so they're small town, and Elsie Silver's writing is excellent, so this one will be a good one. Plus the covers fall. Let's do my one. It says on each strip there's a 1-word title, 2-word title, 3-word title, or 4 or more word title. So let's pick that one and spin the wheel. A 1-word title. Okay, I have Wildfire by Hannah Grace. This is a series. So this is the second one in the series. I read the first one, Icebreaker. It was good. I didn't love it. I think I gave it 3 stars, or maybe 3.25. It's a hockey series. This one follows Russ, who is one of the players, but it's actually during summer. So Russ and Aurora are both counselors at a summer camp, and they fall for each other there. So that one looks good. All right, let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do 2 more. Let's do letters. I have A, B, C, or D. What letter does the book start with? A. Okay. Okay, I have 2 that start with A. I think I know which one I'm gonna pick. I have The American Roommate Experiment by Elena Armas. I've never read a book by her, so that's one reason to choose that one. However, I have a lot of romances, so I think I'm gonna pick Anxious People by Frederick Bachman. I have read A Man Called Ove by him and loved it, love his writing. So this one should be interesting. I think it's about bank robbers burst in and take hostages. And of course, you're going to be following each of their lives and what's going on with them. So that one looks good. Oh, good. Got a little general fiction in there. Pick one more. I could do a genre wheel. Okay, this is just genres. So romance, fiction, mystery, thriller, fantasy. General fiction. Okay. All right. I picked an Ellen Hildebrandt book for general fiction, The Blue Bistro. I have several Ellen Hildebrandt books on here, so I picked that one, or Sally Rooney's Conversations with Friends. I read Normal People this year and found it interesting. I think I'm going to choose Ellen Hildebrandt's The Blue Bistro, just because I have probably 7 or 8 Ellen Hildebrandt books on my backlist, and I'd like to get one of them off the list. So, and I always enjoy her writing. So I'm not one who has to just read her during the summer. I can read her year round. So I'm going to choose that one. Okay, this one's about Adrienne, who has worked for hotels for the past 6 years, and she has decided to make Nantucket her home for the summer. And she has been left flat broke by her ex-husband, and she's desperate for money, so she takes a job at the hottest restaurant owned by Thatcher, who is the only one to offer a job, and she wonders if she can get by with no restaurant experience. And he kind of gives her a crash course in the business, and of course, they share an instant attraction. So that one will be interesting. Okay, let's review. We have 8 books. We've got The Blue Bistro by Ellen Hildebrandt. We've got Anxious People by Frederick Bachman. We've got Wildfire by Hannah Grace. We've got Wild Eyes by Elsie Silver. We've got Thrive by Krista and Becca Ritchie. We've got Out on a Limb by Shannon bonam-young. We've got Powerless by Lauren Roberts. And we've got Happiness for Beginners by Catherine Senner. This is going to be a good reading month, I think. That wraps up my November TBR. Please hit like, please hit subscribe. Leave me a comment if you've read one of these books, or if you want to talk about any of the books that I rejected. Please leave a comment. I love interacting with you. So until next time, thanks for tuning in. Please take care of each other. Happy reading.